Welcome back to J-Car Mania, where we bring you the most detailed and passionate reviews about the cars that truly stir the soul. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated returns in the automotive world, the 2026 Honda S2000. The legendary Roadster that captured the hearts of enthusiasts in the early 2000s is finally back, and Honda has gone above and beyond to make sure this new chapter lives up to the name. This isn't just a rehash of the old formula, it's a bold reinvention while still keeping that raw, driver-focused magic that made the original so iconic. Let's start by talking about what's under the hood, because this is where the 2026 S2000 really makes a statement. Honda faced an important challenge: how to deliver thrilling performance in an era where emissions regulations are tighter than ever and electrification is becoming the norm. They decided on a hybrid performance approach, but not in the way you might expect. Power comes from a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4, inspired by the Civic Type R's engine, but heavily re-engineered for rear-wheel drive dynamics. This motor alone produces a healthy 340 horsepower at a screaming 8,000 RPM, and it's paired with an electric motor integrated into the transmission housing that adds an extra 60 horsepower instantly, giving us a combined output of around 400 horsepower flat. The result is a Roadster that feels alive in every gear, with razor-sharp throttle response and the kind of urgency you only get from a high-revving Honda power plant. Transmission options are where enthusiasts will breathe a sigh of relief. Yes, Honda is offering a 6-speed manual gearbox as standard. This isn't a token gesture either. The clutch is perfectly weighted, the throws are short and mechanical, and the gearbox feels every bit as precise and rewarding as the original S2000s. For those who want modern convenience, there's also an available 8-speed dual-clutch automatic, tuned for lightning-fast shifts and a surprisingly aggressive character when you push it in sport modes. But make no mistake, the manual is the purist's choice, and in a car like this, it's hard to resist. Now let's talk about performance numbers, because they're nothing short of impressive. The 2026 Honda S2000 rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds when equipped with the hybrid boost fully engaged, and the top speed sits around 170 miles per hour. What's even more remarkable is the way it gets there. The power delivery is smooth but relentless, and with the electric motor filling in torque at lower RPMs, you don't get the turbo lag you might expect from a high-boost 4-cylinder. The result is an almost linear rush from idle all the way to the red line, punctuated by that signature Honda soundtrack, raspy, high-pitched, and utterly addictive. But as great as straight-line performance is, the S2000 has always been about handling, and here the new model absolutely shines. The chassis is a masterpiece of engineering. Honda's engineers managed to keep the weight to just over 3,000 pounds, thanks to extensive use of aluminum and carbon fiber reinforced plastics. The car sits on a new rear-wheel drive platform with a near-perfect 50/50 weight distribution, and the suspension has been fine-tuned to deliver the kind of feedback that makes you feel connected to every inch of the road. Adaptive dampers come standard, allowing you to switch between a more compliant comfort mode for daily driving and a stiff, track-focused setup when you're in the mood to push the limits. Steering feel is another standout. It's an electric power steering system, but you'd swear it was hydraulic with how much feedback it provides. It's quick, direct, and precise, making the S2000 feel incredibly agile through tight corners. The turn-in is sharp, body roll is minimal, and the balance is so neutral you can play with the rear end without feeling like the car is going to snap unpredictably. On a winding road, this thing is pure magic. Grip levels are immense thanks to a set of sticky Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, but the chassis is playful enough that you can explore its limits without fear. Braking is equally confidence-inspiring, with large ventilated discs, performance calipers, and regenerative braking that's so well integrated you barely notice it's there. Honda has also incorporated a range of performance modes that adjust throttle mapping, steering weight, suspension stiffness, and even the way the hybrid system delivers power. There's comfort for daily commuting, sport for spirited back road drives, sport plus for maximum aggression, and track for when you really want to let it all hang out. The difference between the modes is noticeable, giving the S2000 a dual personality. It can be a relaxed, comfortable cruiser one moment and a hardcore driver's machine the next. Fuel economy might not be the first thing you think about with a car like this, but the hybrid system actually gives the S2000 an edge. With regenerative braking and the ability to cruise short distances on electric power at low speeds, it achieves an impressive combined rating of around 32 miles per gallon, which is remarkable for a 400 horsepower sports car. That means you can enjoy all the performance without constantly worrying about fuel stops, making it more usable as a daily driver than you might expect. Moving inside, Honda has kept the cabin true to the S2000's minimalist, driver-focused roots while integrating the latest technology. The driving position is spot on. Low, snug, and perfectly centered with the pedals and steering wheel. The seats are heavily bolstered, offering excellent lateral support without being so aggressive that they're uncomfortable for long drives. Materials are a step up from the previous generation, with a mix of Alcantara, leather, and brushed aluminum accents giving it a premium yet sporty feel. The gauge cluster is fully digital but styled to evoke the classic S2000's high-revving tachometer, with a prominent central rev counter and clear performance readouts. Honda's latest infotainment system sits in a compact, high-mounted screen that doesn't distract from the driving experience. It supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, has built-in navigation, and even includes performance telemetry for tracking lap times and G-forces. Physical controls for climate and key functions remain, which is a relief in a world of overly complicated touchscreen-heavy interiors. Storage space is modest, as you'd expect from a compact Roadster, but Honda has cleverly integrated small compartments and cup holders to make it more practical. The trunk is big enough for a weekend getaway for two, which is all you really need in a car like this. The convertible top is a quick folding, power-operated unit that can be raised or lowered in about 8 seconds, and it stows neatly without eating into trunk space. Honda has also equipped the 2026 S2000 with a solid set of safety and driver assistance features, but they've been implemented in a way that doesn't detract from the driving experience. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking are all here, but they're subtle and non-intrusive. When you want to focus purely on driving, you can turn them off with a few quick button presses. From a pricing perspective, the new S2000 starts around $60,000 for the base model with the manual gearbox, which is extremely competitive given the performance and technology on offer. Fully loaded models with the dual-clutch transmission, premium audio, and additional carbon fiber trim can approach $70,000, but even at that price, it's hard to find another sports car that delivers this combination of performance, driving feel, and daily usability. On the road, the 2026 S2000 is more than just a fast car, it's an experience. It blends the high-revving thrills of the original with modern efficiency and refinement. The hybrid system adds punch without compromising the analog feel, the handling is as sharp and communicative as any enthusiast could hope for, and the interior manages to be both comfortable and purposeful. This is a car you can take to a track day, push to its limits, and then drive home in comfort. In a world where many sports cars are becoming softer or disappearing altogether, Honda's decision to bring back the S2000 in this form is a bold and welcome move. It's proof that the brand still cares deeply about driving enthusiasts and is willing to put in the work to deliver something truly special. Whether you're a longtime fan of the original or someone discovering the S2000 name for the first time, the 2026 model offers something rare, a car that makes you want to take the long way home every single time. To sum it all up, the 2026 Honda S2000 isn't just a worthy successor, it's a new benchmark for what a modern roadster can be. It respects its heritage while embracing the future, combining classic driver engagement with cutting-edge hybrid technology. It's fast, it's fun, it's efficient, and it's got that intangible quality that makes you fall in love with driving all over again. For those lucky enough to get their hands on one, this is more than just a car. It's a reminder of why we became car enthusiasts in the first place.